Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to some more R.I.P battles. Yep, R.I.P battles. Basically, heartbreaking battles that are truly amazing. They do so much damage and they play so well. But without the team, it's just a little too much. So first up, we have an AMX 50B, which we did see yesterday or the day before with an OP replay, but that one was a win. So this time it's a bit different, but the damage is pretty much the same. So we are watching Error 404 Pramo not found, and he's pushed the right side of Himmelsdorf here, which is basically the heavy route. The enemy only have one light tank, so his team, there's the light tank that has flanked around. Well, I thought he was flanking around, but he's just staying in the spawn area for now, and he's started to come around though, and hopefully he does spot anyone that is that side of the map. But as we can see, there is a lot of red team over here, and he is now destroying this T57 heavy. If he can take him out on this next shot, that would be perfect, but unfortunately only leaves him on 22 HP. Now, as I always say it, like, take care of the low hit point tanks, because they can still do damage and they can still be a nuisance to you. No matter, even if they're on 1 HP, they can still cause problems. So he is going to do that. He's going to load up the HE and just shoot a bit of HE into the tracks, and that does clear him. So nice there, nice play. A lot of people won't do that. They'll just go for damage, but going for kills is more important. So it is now 1 tank down a piece. Well, 2 tanks now down for his team, and hopefully he does it again. Doesn't quite clear the object 263, but the IS-4 is there for backup. Now, the back chat is also very low hit points, but apart from him, most of the other red team are almost full hit points, and the back chat is actually running away, which is the right move. So he's just pushing forward, knowing that now there is just the IS-4 here, there is the Kranvagn in the middle, and there is the grill at the back, but they really need to work together here and clear at least some of these guys. So he is going to go for the easy target here, and that is the grill. Obviously, to get a shot off on the IS-4, he would have to just literally poke out quite a lot, and he will expose himself, and possibly to the Kranvagn and maybe the back chat or whoever else is there, the FV4005. But at this point, it's now a 3 versus 4. He will be able to take care of this grill, but he is going to take a shot, but he does manage to get a bounce. So that was a very nice bounce. Luckily, his IS-4 is still working well with him. Again, if they work well together, they can clear these guys. It's now a 3 versus 3. He's still got 2 shells on his magazine. There's one. There goes the Jaegeru. So it is just him and the IS-4 versus 3 tanks. But one of them is a one-shot. And again, as I've said, if they work well together, if they focus fire together, then they could do this. But the IS-4 has just literally YOLO'd out, not really paying attention to the Kranvagn or the back chat there. And he's just now going to pretty much lose him the game. So he needs to clear this IS-4. There's one shot. Hopefully he does manage to take him out, and he bounces. That is absolutely crucial, and he just wastes a shot there because the IS-4 shoots him. Now, he could have, if he had that one shell, he could have actually taken care of this back chat. So that was unfortunate there, but he's done 5.8k damage. Now, he is going to lose a bit of hit points here because he's still reloading, but it is the right choice to make because he is getting out of the way from the Kranvagn. He knocks him, and he brings him down to a one shot, and he does manage to take him out. So it's a big ask at this point, a full hit point Kranvagn, who is an auto reloader against an auto loader. So our guy has to wait the whole for the whole time for the magazine to reload, whereas the Kranvagn only really has to wait for 2 shells. And he's going to push. There's one shot. Is he going to be able to get a bounce? Has he reloaded 1 shot? He has. So he's actually reloading 1 shot at a time. Now our 50B has reloaded all 3 shells, but again, it's only going to take the Kranvagn to reload 1 shell, and he does that. So that was very unfortunate. If the IS-4 wouldn't have pushed out when he did, if he wouldn't have bounced the IS-4 when he did, then that game could have been completely different. But still, 8,200 damage, absolutely amazing effort, but unfortunately just not enough. So let's move on to the next game. Now we are going to watch Uncle Urgel McPurple. Urgel from the Pramo clan on the NA server. Now he is driving the Hurry Type 2. The Hurry Type 3 is actually one of the best TDs in the game. It is absolutely fantastic, and this one is no exception. It's not as good as the tier 10 version, but it's equally, it's just as good, but not quite as good. So against tier 10, I mean, against tier 8, it's a really, really good tank. But against tier 10, as I've said, it's not quite as good as the Hori. So he is just going to try and get up on this hill, probably the best place for him. There is 3 TDs, however, so the likelihood of another TD trying to join him is high, and I don't like this kind of position when there's someone else sort of taking that spot with you. I like to be there on my own with sort of my heavies going the heavy route and the mediums going the medium route. At least you can cover a lot of the map. So he's just going to sit here and he's going to wait, because he knows that, again, the enemy have 3 TDs as well. So sometimes the a TD does go up in that position, and he almost got there, to be honest. That was actually very, very close. So a lot of the team have now been spotted. The TDs has been spotted. The Conqueror has been spotted. So he's just going to wait. He is in a fantastic position at the moment. He's far away and enough to not be spotted if he does get the shots off, but he is just backing up every time he shoots, just in case he is spotted. Now he's just going to back up even more just to get out of the way, because he is a bit worried about getting spotted. But of course, backing up, he doesn't have that view now to the sort of the left side behind the Jaegeru, that area, but he does get a lovely shot there into the object 268. No idea why he started to push instead of camp at the back, but you know, he's yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Someone without a turret and a big gun, one of the best guns in the game, decides to push front line instead of sitting at the back. Very bad decision there from that 268. So at the minute, not a lot is really happening. There is now 1 tank down a piece. The standard B does get deleted. Laugh out loud. That was that an ammo rack, I think. Not quite sure. So it's 1 tank down a piece. He's only on 1,000 hit points at the minute, but as you can see, it's pretty much a standstill. No one is basically doing anything. So I love his patience. If that was me, it would literally just be like, you know what, I'm not going to wait here forever. I would probably go around by the cap in the middle, so you might be able to get some side shots into this this ST and the Conqueror here. But he was very patient. He's waited, and the waiting actually does pay off, because he's able to farm up that motion, and the Jagdtiger does manage to take him out. So not looking too bad at the moment. It is a 6 versus 5, but they really need to take care of these heavy tanks here. Hopefully, I was hoping that the team would actually start pushing, but because of the T30 and because of the Jaegeru, these heavies are unable to push forward, which is a shame, because now the heavies on the enemy team are all in positions where they don't need to get shot from these TDs. So there's only a matter of time you can sit here waiting around, and because it's just going to be a bored draw, to be honest. But still 4 minutes left on the clock. There is a lot of time left, and plenty of time left to actually do some damage, and that was a nice shot there onto the Conqueror. Now, are these guys going to start pushing? Is this Jaegeru going to make a massive mistake? This T30 is going to make a massive mistake in going into the open. They have started pushing, and now the Jaegeru is in a bit of a problem because he's just literally in the open, and now he has to sort of reverse back, but he is able to take out the M5 Yo. Again, another nice shot there into that Jaegeru to bring his damage up to 4.6. No idea what this guy is doing at the moment. The bat chap, he's not really doing anything, to be honest. He is up there, but maybe he could use the opportunity. It's a 4 versus 5. He could get behind these tanks. He could go into the spawn, get behind these tanks, and actually do some damage. That was an unfortunate bounce into the Conqueror, and that now does take out the Death Star. So it's now a 3 versus 5, and it's going to be a lot of work to do. There are a few tanks on one shots. Of course, now there is the FV4202, which is unfortunate, because now he's actually going to get some spotting done as well. So he has no choice at this point to back up. He is spotted. The Jagdtiger's spotted, so they do have to back up. Now, if they can hold this corner, if the Batchat can actually keep off the FV4202, these 2 TDs here can actually hold this corner and stop these guys from flanking around, because they are
basically all on one shots. There goes the Conqueror, so that was a good choice and a nice roll there. At least he didn't low roll. But the Jagdtiger is bleeding hit points. He needs to be careful when he shoots. He actually needs to do some freaking damage instead of bouncing all the time. So 1 kill now. He is reloaded and he is going to get that shot, and again a nice kill there onto the ST. But the Jagdtiger has gone, and now the Bat Chat has gone. So it's a little bit too much to ask at this point. 6.3k damage though. If he can get a shot on this Jagdtiger as he's coming around the corners to sort of track him into position, then he could actually do this, because the reload is not that long and the Jagdtiger is quite slow. So I love what he's doing here. He is going around, but unfortunately it's literally so close. I thought he was going to get shot from the Jaegeru there for a moment. But 3 kills, 7.3k damage, and now just 2 tanks left alive. If they both push together, then yeah, it's going to be a problem. But if they push one at a time, especially when he can get bounces like that, and now here comes the FE4202. He has to take care of this guy before he takes care of the T30, in my opinion. But he is going to go for the T30. Unfortunately, leaves him on 59 HP. Goes for the ram, leaves him on 11 HP, and now at this point, with the Hesh coming at him from behind as well, I think it's just a little bit too much. Very, very unfortunate with that low roll there, and very unfortunate that they actually pushed at the same time. But nevertheless, a fantastic game, a very, very patient game, and he finishes on 8,473 damage. The FE4202 there, probably, well, I think that must have been an ace. I can't check because it doesn't let me when I'm on different servers, but almost 6,000 damage there. So he played really, really well. So very unfortunate battles, but you know what? They gave it all their all. They had a really, really good battle, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. So rip them an F in chat. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.